Welcome everybody to another edition of Joel's News and Views, also known as Joel's Conservative News and Views. Yeah, that's right. Already got people into the building talking about it, share the broadcast. My man already saying, Dems play the blame game and the devil's work. Hypocrites they are. You right, player. That's what they are. That's why I'm here to give y'all the insight of what it is. This is some horrible uh times that we are in. But don't you worry. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to bring y'all the news. My man said now with her daughter's best friend and my wife wants a divorce. My kid. Oh my God. Wow. You got a lot going on, man. You're gonna have to holler. I tell you what, show on TikTok, email me and I will give you any kind of a life advice column that we normally do. Cause I know you missed the last life advice column I had today while heading home. So email me because I told y'all to send me that email and we'll do it, man. That's what we all about. We all about trying to help people out. You know, everybody needs help. You know what I mean? That's just life. So all right, so let's make sure I got everything on board. See everybody's good to go. I love to see everybody in the building. It makes me feel good to see everybody in the building. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna go ahead on and jump right into what we have. If it's your first time tuning in, do me a favor, go ahead on and hit that like button. Go and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell all the way up top on YouTube. That's on my YouTube platforms. Also, if you want to do the $5 challenge, all you got to do is cash app your boy at Joshua Joel Davis. Joshua Joel Davis. All you got to do. If you don't have Cash App, you got PayPal. My PayPal information is on my YouTube. But if you want to go ahead on and donate to the cause for the YouTube, all you got to do is go to joshua.joel.davis20 at icloud.com. And if you want to donate to Venmo, it is Joshua Davis 459. Joshua Davis 459. So there you have it. You got all my information if you want to do the $5 challenge. With that being said, we are going to get into this. I'm going to still read comments as I go along. Oh, yeah, Steak. How's it going, man? I'm doing good, brother. I'm here in the building. I'm here. I appreciate everybody checking on me. I'm fought this COVID, and I'm here. So enough of that being said, let's go into what is going on. So today was day 3 of the impeachment shit show. Now I'm finna share it with y'all right here what's going on with that situation. Now, you know, and we all know that right now, if you haven't heard, President Trump is currently being on trial. He is being on trial for something he did not do. They are trying to say that this man caused the Capitol riot on January the 6th, 2021. Now, the Democratic Party is trying to say that President Trump is this out of control psychopath, okay? That he woke up and he was like, hey, I need you guys to go up here and be destructive. Now, to me, I think that is very disturbing and everything else. And my man said, I think the GOP is going to throw Trump under the bus. I would not doubt it. There's already been some things said about what's going on. So I'm going to let me go pause this, guys. I don't know why this this keeps coming up. I hate when they do that. I wish there was a way I could stop that, all that playing and all that stuff coming. I don't want to hear that right now. So anyway, today at the shit show, that's what I'm calling it right now. Uh, they had Raskin up there, the lead Democrat. Now I'm about to play what the lead Democrat wanted to say as I break this down with you guys on what he wanted to ask Trump at the impeachment trial. Let me go play this, and hopefully this is the part that will show up. Let's get past all of the hoopla and see what it says. Let's see here. I hate when they play these ads, guys. I really do. All right. Okay. Let's stop right there. He already saying, why didn't President Trump stop the attack on supporters whenever it happened at the Capitol? Well, let's talk about this. President Trump wasn't nowhere near at Capitol Hill. Number one, he told them to march peacefully, and he was already at another location. Number two, if he would have got there, it would have made it worse because if he would have got there, you Democratic people would have, Democrats would have said the following: "Oh, part of the problem. He's starting the violence. He over there. He encouraging it. So if something like that is going down for his safety and for legal reasons, he had no business being over there because either he was damned if he do or damned if he don't. And that's just common sense. But we're gonna replay. We're gonna keep on going with the rest of this shit show that this guy is talking about. All right, here we go. Now you hear that again. Now they saying, well, why didn't he stop it 2 hours after? It's the same question that you just asked. Again, he was not at the location. So if he's not at the location of what's going on, there is chaos in the area for his safety and for the safety of the important head of the government. He do not have no business being over there. That's straight facts. That's common sense. Again, this is what everybody keeps talking about this democratic strategy. I mean, these people are crazy. It's like in their mind, nothing like it. In their mind, they have no common sense at all. I mean, I don't know what to say or how to explain this to them, but they have no common sense at all, none whatsoever. They always repeating themselves and sounding like idiots. Again, you're asking the same question twice and you just reworded it. And you know good and damn well that the way this man has been under fire with y'all since he came into office in 2016, common sense do apply. If he would have went there, you would have straight up said he was actually inciting the violence. For real. Even if he would have said stop, y'all would have swear out he's inciting the violence. He didn't put himself in harm's way. So come on, y'all sound so retarded. Let's do better. I stopped the video, brother. That's why you're not hearing it. I'm doing a reaction to it. That's why. We gonna keep going. All right, I'm gonna stop it right there. Now he's asking why he didn't send help. Well, look again. The situation was already at an all-time high. If he would have tried to send help, we already know the last time he tried to send help in Washington D.C., the mayor basically disregarded what he said, especially when there was his supporters out there and there were BLM and Antifa in them walking down the street acting the damn fool. And not to mention too, this is the same area that's been pushing DC especially that they want to defund the police. It's been a proven fact that these same police officers have been leaving the job and that they have been cutting the police officers in DC. And you can look it up, it's a proven fact because of the whole woke culture. So you're wanting this man to try to handle something where you already gave him short resources, and by the time he would have deployed the National Guard, it would have been too late anyway. Not to mention too that it was a situation that was unfortunate, but at this present time, this was a lot of issues that could have been handled by Pelosi. She's supposed to be the head of security. These same Democrats, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were hoping for, and then they got it. They tried to play once again like they was oblivious, causing not only their lives to get in danger, but their constituents. Yeah, exactly. He did, and he did release a video because that's what they kept crying about. They always say he don't release videos in enough time. He did. He released a video. He begged. He actually begged for 2 straight days. Hey man, let's keep peace. So again, this is horse shit. This is a witch hunt. You are grasping for straws, but yet still, I don't see y'all got Kamala Harris being impeached as a vice president for when she was bailing out these BLM criminals that was out here looting and tearing up the city. In fact, we got one right now in Oregon, a constant BLM bailout part of that program that she promoted. And he's currently under investigation with the feds. And she still bailed him out all summer long during that process. So I don't want to hear it. All lies. Sorry. All lies. So sick of it, but we're gonna proceed with the bullshit that this man is putting down on the last part of this video. He did condemn. In fact, not only did he condemn to release the video that same evening, he also repeated it again on the next following day. So again, Jamie Raskins from Maryland, I think you need to go home and do your homework because right now, if you're the guy that is supposed to be leading the way for Democrats with your opening statement and things of that nature, guess what? You fucking suck. But we'll go on. Now, again, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm quite sure that you have not proven yet that he basically invited a insurrection in Washington D.C. He did not talk to 200,000 people. Out of 200,000 people, these 100+ people that was acting a fool and decided to bust into the Capitol. He did not have a conversation with all of them and said, "Hey, let's go up here and let's fuck some shit up in Capitol Hill." No, he did not. Because if that was the case, I'm quite sure the Secret Service, everyone else around his team that he would have to talk to and promote that would have told on him before he had a chance to fucking open his eyes good the next morning. Again, a witch hunt that is a waste of time and money for the American people. This is exactly why our deficit is high, because of shit shows like this. Go back to the comments, see what everybody's saying. Mm-hmm. So anyway, Jamie Haskins from Maryland, this jackass sucks. It's just how I feel. Now, unfortunately, this is the type of stuff that we are going to be dealing with during the process of the impeachment trial. The Democrats are going to play the game that this man is this, that, and the third, and so on and so forth. Yes, you're right, Joey. It is a sham impeachment. It's been a sham impeachment for the beginning. Everybody knows this. Now, I'm going to go and tell y'all the highlights of the day. I'm not going to go too much in depth because I'm kind of pressed for time this evening because it was a late start. Like I said, I had a long day, but I want to make sure that you guys got a chance to talk, to get an understanding of what happened today. Now, there was 5 key moments. Now, the House impeachment managers that y'all been seeing is J.B. Raskins from Maryland, the Democrat Ted Lieu, are the two that shared the spotlight. Now, first part of it, Democratic prosecutors use rioter words against Trump. Now, as you saw in that clip, they kept talking about that they kept using in different clips that the people, the Trump supporters that were there, kept saying in the clip that they were invited here. Okay, and not to mention too, they kept saying while the police was trying to hold some of them back because they were getting rowdy, they said we were invited by the president of the United States. Now everybody knows that if you're a president or a political figure, give me 1 second, guys. I gotta shut my door. If you're a political figure, okay, and you got a fan base like President Donald J. Trump, if you know your supporters seeing that it is a major situation going on in your life, that they're going like this, like the certifying votes, they're going to come out and voice their opinion. They're going to show their support. So they have been showing their support before, and there was never any violence. So you're going to think like any other politician, never had any violence, never had any trouble like this, that it's going to be okay. It's my supporters. You know, my supporters ain't got arrested. My supporters ain't like BLM, where they go places and next thing you know, boom, ya bam, things getting burnt up, blown up, people dying, people losing their lives. Now, they also used in another video that were the rioters were inside the Capitol and discussed calling Donald J. Trump personally to let him know that they're done. He'll be happy. One Trump supporter said, "We're fighting for Trump." Now, impeachment managers also drew up statements rioters made to law enforcement, lawyers, and local media that made clear they came to Washington and forced their way into the Capitol because they thought Trump wanted them to. He asked us to be there, said a Texas woman, Jana Ryan, in one clip at the trial. So I was doing what he asked us to do. Let me tell y'all something. These people that they got testifying saying that, they're going to say that. Okay, they're going to say that because they're facing federal charges. Think about it. If you got the feds on your ass, it was a beautiful day on DC until BLM and Antifa agitators did that. You're right. We got an agitator locked up right now, and I did an interview with him, John Sullivan. Dude's got more charges. Nothing new. People know this. They know this, but they don't want to accept the fact because it's too obvious that it's the truth. They're grasping for straws. They really are. So, with that being said, and me breaking down that, you know, anybody's going to say something if you're looking at a gang of years. If I'm with the feds and I'm looking at least an actual 10 to 15 years for going on government property, and there was people that got killed and hurt too, you damn right. I'm gonna be a scaredy cat and say some bullshit like that if I ain't about that life. Oh yeah, it's his fault. He told me to come out here. I mean, come on now, that's common sense. Let's go back to the chat. That man said, "Waterboard that bitch." Can't do that, Snake. You can't waterboard people, buddy. You can't do that. We can't do that. Sorry. Get my channel canceled, player. No, we can't do that. I'm all against that. Anyway, Lou used now the next thing is Lou quote Republicans turning on Trump. Now Lou used comments by Republicans and one-time Trump allies in the wake of the attack to prove a link between Trump words and the violence. He pointed to former White House Chief of Staff John Kelly, who said what happened on Capitol Hill was a direct result of him poisoning the minds of people with the lies and the fraud. Now, let's talk about John Kelly, Chief of Staff John Kelly. I want to make sure I'm right before I say this because you know me. Let me see if I'm right. What I think I'm right. I gotta go to Google, guys. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 minute because I want to make sure I was right about this character. Bingo. Enough said. I rest my case. John Kelly is a bitter, very bitter. Oh, good, Joey. Joey, that'll be fantastic. We need to link up, bro. We will do that. You tell me your interview about what happened that day in Washington, and we'll definitely set that up. In fact, we could do that this weekend. I got nobody on the list to interview. I got an interview I'll be doing next week because I've been trying to promote black Republicans. Now, you know me. I love every culture, but I'm all about my culture as well because I'm a black man and I'm a black conservative, and so I try to put black conservatives on so they can also let the world know that it's not just me as a black conservative and the ones you see on YouTube. There's a lot of us out here, and he's from the project just like I was, and he's going to talk about his thoughts of being a conservative and what he sees and how he feels about how our religion is going in the wrong direction and not being able to be having freedom of speech. But that's another day, another story. So we'll definitely link up this weekend. I will give you my email right now. Take a screenshot of it. Email me so we can set this up because I want the world to know the truth because that's what we're about. Because people need to know what is going on out here. And anybody else for that matter, as I'm putting it out there, that was there that day and had a positive experience or even saw what happened at the riot, definitely email your boy. We'll get on the show. We'll talk about this because I don't mind interviewing. So getting back to what I was saying, guys, going directly to y'all. Sorry about that. I thought I was seeing y'all. So getting back to the issue at hand, John Kelly uh, is not a credible witness. Why are you going to put a former employee on the stand? The reason why he's not credible because he is upset. He's bitter. Think about it. If my boss fired me in 2018 in the middle of his term for being a jackass, and I don't want to admit that I was a jackass, I'm going to trash him the first chance I get. That's a bitter employee. That's human nature. What John Kelly has to say to me is irrelevant. Sorry, he's not a strong witness. He wasn't a good job as chief of staff. That's why he got kicked to the curb. That's one thing we know about Donald J. Trump. If you can't take care of the American people, you got to go. That's how he's been. So yeah, he's not reliable. Let's move along here. Since they had him as somebody to as a quote. Another quote. He also quoted former defense attorney James Mathis, who said the Capitol riot was fomented by Trump, another former angry employee that did not do his job and got kicked to the curb. All right. This was echoed by former Trump official after former Trump official Lee said. He noted that 16 Trump officials resigned in the wake of the attack. He quoted former House Speaker John Boehner, Republican Ohio, who said the rioters were inspired by lies made by people in power is a disgrace to all who sacrificed to build our republic. He played a montage of GOP governors, Maryland's Larry Hogan, who is also a rhinocrat, Ohio Mike DeWine, and Massachusetts Charlie Baker, blaming Trump for goading supporters to use violence to stop the steal, another rhinocrat. And some of these guys, I think, also is a part of the Lincoln Project. And making a case for convicting Trump and barring him from ever holding office again, Rackett said, is all but certain that Trump would do nothing differently if given another shot at the White House. My dear colleagues, is there any political leader in this room who believes that he's ever allowed by the Senate to get back into the Oval Office? Donald Trump would stop inciting violence to get his way? Would you bet the lives of more people, officers, on that? Let me see. Would you bet the safety of your family on that? Would you bet the future of your democracy on that? So he gets back into office and it happens again. We have no one to blame but ourselves. So this basically tells you what they're trying to do. I'm just going to lay it out and be front with y'all. If they can't impeach him with the votes, they're going to try another strategy of using the other amendment to where he can't run for office. That's just it. They're going to try everything they can for him not to ever have a chance to become any kind of office in the U.S. of A. I'm being real with y'all. That is where we're headed with them. That is exactly why everybody is preaching this whole insurrection. What did you say, honey? Oh, okay. I thought you talked to me. I'm sorry. Okay, you're fine. You're fine. I'm sorry, guys. My wife is trying to get some things situated. She's got a going out of business sale with a jury. Now, let me see here. Ron DeSantis, if we can get rid of Dominion machines, I say, well, that's true, but the establishment is not going to be on board with that. In fact, I got some more information tomorrow that I was going to bring to you guys. I was going to try to do it tonight. I just didn't have time. There was an article where the rhinocrats are talking about starting their own Republican Party. Okay, they're trying to, because everybody knows that after they do this, the GOP is pretty much going to be probably destroyed. So I would not be surprised if rhinocrats try to start a party, and this would be a good time. Hopefully, we as patriots start our own party, because I tell you now, this is a shit show. It really is. Sad but true. Now we're going to go further on along with the next part of the impeachment. Lou also said that Trump intended for a Capitol riot to happen. Now, Lou argued that Trump's words following the breach of the Capitol made clear he showed no remorse for what took place. Lou said some have argued Trump made a mistake, but we know President Trump didn't make a mistake because you see, when you or I make a mistake and something very bad happens, we show remorse. We would accept responsibility. What are you fucking talking about, Lou? The man showed remorse. He showed responsibility. He took a video and talked about it for 2 straight days. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is why President Trump never had a chance with these jackasses. He could go out here. This will be the first Patriot Party candidate. He could go out here, jump out of a building screaming, "I'm sorry. I did not mean for this to happen on January the 6th on Capitol Hill." And they will still disgrace this man's name. He could have been right there trying to push the crowd back with the guns and everything else pointed towards them from the supporters. I'm just saying, as hypothetically speaking, and they would still say he was the cause of it, even if he would have died on the scene. So there's nothing to change this situation because they already had it in their mind and they've been waiting on it and trying to find a way to get rid of him. So, yeah. He intended what happened on January 6th, Lou said. How do we know that? He told us. He showed video of Trump on the 12th saying that everybody in his circle thought it was totally appropriate, a reference to his speech that day. "I'm a former prosecutor, and we're trained to recognize lack of remorse," Lou said. But it doesn't take a prosecutor to understand that President Trump was not showing remorse. He was showing defiance. Wait a minute. How is he showing defiance if he said in a video that everybody in his circle thought it was a totally appropriate about the speech he made that day before the riot happened, sir? He made a speech. So you mean to tell me he can't greet his supporters? So let's look at this. Think about this hypothetically, what you're saying, Lou and Raskin. If he didn't meet with his supporters, if he did not say anything, if he would have just stayed in the White House or the whole time, still would have said he was at fault. Again, he's damned if he do, damned if he don't. And you're going to sit here and take words that means nothing. That means nothing. And you talk about he didn't show remorse. If he didn't show remorse, he would have never released a statement saying that he was sorry. See, y'all don't make any sense. Y'all are so hell-bent on trying to make this impeachment stick on this man that y'all sound like y'all talking out y'all ass. That's just straight fact. Now, this is another one. I'm quite sure this is the last reason. Rasker reveals questions he would have asked Trump if he testified, which we already played that clip. I'm not going over that because y'all heard what I said and I broke that down. So basically, in a nutshell, we're dealing with jackasses. You're right, Nigel Killing. You're right. You're right, Nigel. Right. The biggest thing we've seen since we have been following this whole madness is President Donald J. Trump dealing with cities burning. We've been dealing with politicians allowing criminals to get out of jail. And now we got somebody out here basically saying that President Trump is at fault. Come on, man. That makes no sense. This is the biggest shit show we have ever seen in our lives. It's sad because this is what we're facing. Now, I'm going to see anything else to talk about on the news about this whole situation about the President Trump. Now, one thing we have seen about this impeachment, and I'm going to sum this up so far, and this is just by the last couple of days that we've been following this, that the left suffers from TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, and it's so bad that they have lost touch out of reality. It is so bad. Okay, brother, definitely. I check it when I get off this broadcast. It has gotten so bad, guys, that it's sad, but we got people out here that is literally, like, no shit, literally having problems in their homes. Look at the Conways. The Conways are having so much problems in their homes with their daughter and the dad not liking Trump, the daughter not liking Trump, and Kelly Conway being a supporter of President Trump, which she was a very loyal supporter to the point that she had to retire, had to leave her job because her family life did not respect the fact that she worked for President J. Trump and that she had a job to do. Now it is to the point to where her life has been out of control because she has a daughter that's like out to get her. She suffered from Trump TDS. I'm telling y'all, man, that Trump syndrome is horrible. It's so horrible with these fools that they lose any sense of direction. Common sense go out the window. I mean, it's so bad. I think they would harm somebody, like literally harm somebody, just to prove their case about it. But anyway, enough about all that, guys. If you like what I brought to you, oh, that's good. I'm glad you're telling me, and I'm gonna keep up with you whenever when I get through off of here. I got you. Real talk, Joey. We gonna link up. I got you. We gonna set this up this weekend, hopefully. Listen, guys, I appreciate everything that y'all have done so far. The channels are growing. I'm at 1,700 subscribers on YouTube. I'm at 3,000 subscribers on TikTok. I'm at Instagram. I'm almost at 600. I mean, I don't use Instagram that much because I already know that it's a Democratic platform. So even if I talk my stuff about how I feel about patriotism, there's a good chance they'll lock me out. So I don't even use that to even do lives. If I do a live on Instagram, it's probably will be very user friendly, as in I talk about my family life and my basics. I wouldn't talk politics too much on Instagram because they are very woke over there. But besides all that, I appreciate y'all following me, supporting me. My wife, oh my God, she loves you guys too. She enjoys seeing the support y'all give me because, like she said, it helps us as a team continue to know that there's people out there that still got decent morals and values. And so we appreciate that. So either way it goes, guys, if y'all like my content, go ahead on and share it, like it, subscribe if it's your first time tuning in. I am about to go up here and call it an evening. I love you guys, and I will try to be on with the last part of the impeachment trial information tomorrow. If I can't come on tomorrow, because I know it's going to be a busy day, my wife and I have got a lot of busy stuff going on. We will definitely try and give you a update on it by on Saturday, first thing in the morning. Love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm out.